welcome everyone. The topic of our presentation is Unified Communications as a Service, and this presentation is presented by Sarim Hussain, Mohammad Hamza Mukhtar, and Dino. What is UCaaS? Unified Communications as a Service is a cloud delivery model that offers a variety of communication and collaboration applications and services. In recent years, business leaders have increasingly turned to unified communications as a service to keep distributed teams connected and to remain competitive in the evolving digital economy. UCAS has taken on more crucial role in providing direct support, connectivity, and flexibility for workers regardless of where they are working from. Workers who once relied primarily on in-person queues to communicate and only use UCAS to collaborate with select remote workers now depend upon UCAS for all of their communications. Sales personnel, for instance, must now conduct all of their work using video conferencing tools in place of in-person pitches and business meetings. The flexible and cloud-based nature of UCaaS makes it an excellent choice for business of all sizes. With UCaaS, you can avoid the initial expenses often associated with setting up an advanced communication strategy. However, you still get to tap into the latest disruptive technology on the market. Some of the features of UCaaS are given below. The voice and telephony. For communication cost economy is something in region we're talking about United States here of 37 billion each year. It also leads to 42.6 million each year in lost productivity. Unified communications aims to eliminate the common problems that companies face when it comes to keeping people connected. Rather than merely offering voice over internet protocol or video messaging, the concept combines everything you need to reach your employees and customers into the same environment. Videos and meeting solutions. Though voice will always be a vital part of the United Communications conversation for most companies, there are other channels to consider too. For instance, with 50% of the United Kingdom workforce set to be working remotely by the next year, there is a rising demand for services that offer more intimate methods of communication. UCAS can bring video and meeting solutions into your business that make it easier to collaborate with employees wherever they are. The cloud ensures that your team members don't need to be in the same room to work together on a project anymore. With video and collaboration tool, it is possible to share files, host conversations, and even launch presentations from a desktop, smartphone, or tablet. Messaging. UCaaS environment messaging can refer to anything from real-time conversations hosted on collaboration applications to SMS and MMS text. UCaaS solution can give businesses a way to manage and organize their meeting strategy so that they can offer a more omni-channel service experience to consumers. Any device you have integrated into your UCaaS technology can provide access to anything from social media chat to voicemail, transcriptions, and instant messages. As we know, over 80% of people currently use text messages for business purposes. Presence. Many UCaaS solutions are becoming increasingly entwined for demand of better collaboration in the workforce. The right service will not give you a multitude of ways to connect with your teams and customers, but also provide insights into who is available for you to speak to. For instance, your UCaaS solution can show you who's offline and online at any given time. Mobility and apps. The demand for mobility is rising, driven by mobile and remote workers, among other things. Even if your employees don't work remotely, there's a good chance that you have field workers in your midst that you need to support with the same tools as your on-premise employees. Fortunately, with a reliable UCaaS solution, you can ensure that mobility remains a part of your business strategy. For instance, the cloud will ensure that your teams can tap into the tools they need through applications for their tablets and smartphones. What's more, technology like WebRTC ensures that people don't necessarily need to download new software to join a meeting. Instead, people can tap to join conferences from their email account via a web browser. With UCaaS, anyone can take work out of the office. Uh, the types of UCASs are single tenancy and multi-tenancy. In a single tenancy approach, the customer receives a customized software platform that can integrate with on-premises applications. Single tenancy, also known as multi-instance, is considered more secure and reliable since customer data is kept separate from other customers. Additionally, customer data will not be affected if another customer software instance goes down. However, single tenancies tends to be more expensive as upgrade cost often placed on the customer. Multi-tenancy customers share a single software platform. Multi-tenancy is viewed as more cost-effective with more support and redundancy. The software instance is hosted in the UCaaS provider's data center, and the provider pushes out software upgrades. However, multi-tenancy is less customizable and flexible than a single tenancy deployment. Enterprises can also adopt a hybrid approach, keeping a portion of their unified communications on premises and other applications in the cloud. Enterprises may take a hybrid approach to the UCaaS to keep certain applications on premises for security or management reasons. Enterprises may also opt for hybrid deployment to allow their PBX or other on-premises systems to reach end of life before making a migration to the cloud. Now we will discuss some of the uses of UCaaS. Any company, primary small business, uses UCaaS to avoid the capital and operational expenses associated with deploying a unified communication service on their own. For small businesses were the early adopters of UCaaS technologies, as they often lack the staff and resources to maintain and support on-premises unified communications. Large enterprises are beginning to deploy UCaaS to streamline their united communication services and support multiple or global locations. UCaaS offers greater scalability and flexibility for organizations that need to quickly add and remove users, such as seasonal employees, without major infrastructure changes. Cloud-based enterprises communications also offer a more consistent user experience for remote and mobile workers, as access to UCaaS feature is consistent regardless of their location. Organizations can also deploy UCaaS technology for disaster recovery. Cloud-based systems, for instance, have built-in business continuity. Customers don't need to buy and maintain multiple PBXs and unified communication platforms in a separate location. UCaaS versus VoIP. This is going to be discussed by Dino member.
आज मेरा टॉपिक वो वॉइस ओवर प्रोटोकॉल है। ये आइडिया इनिशियली 1970 में डेवलप हुआ था। उसके बाद ये 21st सेंचुरी में इस आइडिया ने ज़्यादा पॉपुलैरिटी गेन की, जिसकी बुनियादों पर ये आजकल हमारी फ्यूचर जो है वो ये इस्तेमाल होने वाला है। और ये किस तरह इस्तेमाल होता है, ये जो हमारा बेसिकली ये कॉपर वायर केबलिंग कम्युनिकेशन हमारी उसके अगेंस्ट दिया गया है, क्योंकि उसमें बहुत हमें प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं, सिक्योरिटी इश्यूज़ होते हैं, और हमारे जो डाटा होता है वो कहीं लॉस हो जाता है, जिसकी बुनियादों पर हमें ये VoIP जो यूज़ कर सकते हैं। ये किस तरह इस्तेमाल होता है, इसमें एक हमें स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ अडेप्टर दिया जाता है जो हमें अपने डिवाइस से कनेक्ट किया जाता है। वो डायरेक्टली कनेक्टेड होता है आपके इंटरनेट सर्विस प्रोवाइडर से, जो आपका आगे कनेक्ट होकर अराउंड द ग्लोब आपको कनेक्ट करता है। और उसके अलावा जो है इसके बेनिफिट्स अगर देखे जाएं तो सबसे मेन बेनिफिट है कॉस्ट सेविंग। ये आप सबसे पहले आपको जो वो कॉस्ट सेव करता है आपकी, और कॉस्ट किस तरह सेव करता है, आप अगर कॉपर केबल यूज़ नहीं करेंगे और दूसरे डिवाइसेस यूज़ नहीं करेंगे तो फिर आपको उसमें जो कॉस्ट जो है वो आपकी कम लगेगी। अच्छा, उसके बाद जो है वो ये हम कॉन्टेक्ट जिस तरह हमारे होते हैं तो वो हम एट सेंट्रल लेवल हम उसको सेव कर सकते हैं, और एट अ सेंट्रल लेवल वी कैन कंडक्ट मीटिंग। उसके अलावा हम जो है वो कॉल फीचर्स भी इसमें दे सकते हैं, और उसके कॉलर आईडी भी हर किसी को इंडिविजुअल एक असाइन हो सकती है। और उसकी तरह जो वो हम इसमें VoIP जो वॉइस मेल भी कर सकते हैं, और कॉल ब्लॉकिंग भी कर सकते हैं, हम कॉल किसी को फॉरवर्ड भी कर सकते हैं। तो ये सारी चीज़ें जो वॉइस ओवर प्रोटोकॉल में आएंगी हमारी। अब मूव करते हैं हम कि वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग जो है वो किस तरह हेल्पफुल है वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग में। वॉइस ओवर IP पे जो है वो हम जब वीडियो कॉल कोई होती है तो 93% कम्युनिकेशन जो है वो साइलेंट या नॉन वर्बल होती है, सिर्फ एक प्रेजेंट कर रहा होता है, बाकी सारे बैठे होते हैं। तो इस तरह जो है वो हमारी कम्युनिकेशन जो है वो जो बैंडविड्थ जो हमारी वो भी कम यूज़ हो सकती है बनस्बत दूसरों की। अच्छा, इस तरह जो है वो जो वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग होती है तो उसमें अगर हम VoIP यूज़ करेंगे तो 30% हमारा एक्सपेंस जो है वो रिड्यूस हो सकता है, ट्रैवलिंग एक्सपेंस जिस तरह हो गया। तो ये हमारी वीडियो कॉल जो है वो इस चीज़ को कम कर सकती है। जो हम रिसेंटली यूज़ कर रहे हैं, और डिस्टेंस लर्निंग भी हम इसको कह सकते हैं। और मॉडर्न टाइम में जो मॉडर्न रिक्वायरमेंट्स है, तो उसकी बुनियादों पर जो है वो वीडियो जो है कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग जो है एक बहुत बड़ा टैलेंट है, स्किल है, और जो एम्प्लॉयज़ को आता है वो अकॉर्डिंग टू रिसर्च 66% ज़्यादा प्रेफर किए जाते हैं जो दूसरे एम्प्लॉयज़ होते हैं या जो कैंडिडेट्स होते हैं। अच्छा, अब उसके बाद जो है वो हम फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी के इस पे आते हैं। अच्छा, अब यू यूकास में जो है वो इज़ मोर एडवांस्ड वर्जन ऑफ VoIP। वो इस तरह के उसमें जो हम ऐप शेयरिंग भी कर सकते हैं, और हम ऐसे देख सकते हैं कि अच्छा, ये जो सारी चीज़ें हम ऐप एक दूसरे से शेयर कर सकते हैं ड्यूरिंग वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस। वी कैन रिकॉर्ड एंड वी कैन इवन शेयर आवर कंटेंट at collective level in video conferencing. So UCaaS will make us enable to communicate more easily. So this was my part, and I mean, thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hamza. As we all know, COVID-19 has had a great impact on the world. In this time, UCaaS solutions continue to thrive as the pandemic prompted many employees to shift into the work from home model. Hence, the demand for remote work has increased. UCaaS has become a key pillar for business success across majority of industries. As we move forward, more companies will embrace remote work, and more workers will view these policies as an expectation and not just a nice to have perk. Due to the improvements made to the communication channels, it is not expected that everything will return to normal. One can expect to see a greater demand for remote work, digital communication and digital collaboration over the next 10 years. As we remain in the early stages of the transformation, UCaaS partners can make the most of moving customers to cloud services. UCaaS partners will also have the ability to recognize any small or major threats and secure them as quickly as possible. As the transformation continues, UCaaS partners will also be able to automate the workflows of their customers. Since there will be a greater demand for more remote work, UCaaS partners will need to provide improved backup and disaster recovery plans and protection from inessentials. While it is not clear how the foundation of UCaaS will change, it is clear that UCaaS providers can expect an increase in demand. Many UC platforms are no longer using the traditional hardware and systems we all used. Voice over IP and hosted private branch exchange systems are being preferred over the traditional phone systems. We expect more businesses and organizations to also make the switch as the years go by. Today's workspace is more flexible and more mobile than it has ever been. Businesses and organizations want to use solutions that will tie everything into a comprehensive platform, and software-based solutions can do the trick rather than the hardware solutions. Now we'll talk about the artificial intelligence. We have seen how impactful artificial intelligence can be in various industries and sectors, and UC sector is no different. The world has already witnessed AI in the form of chatbots. We are past the halfway point of the year, and it is anticipated that the impact of artificial intelligence will significantly increase. Unified communication platforms that implement chatbots and virtual assistants will be able to offer relevant information and advice to the persons on the other hand. Unified communication helped the world during the pandemic, and it also has a potential and a demand to evolve. Thank you.